All right. New week, new me. We got sailing coming out in 2 days. So, our goal is to prepare as best we can in the short amount of time for that. There's no way that we're getting all the skill requirements for 100% of sailing or the quests. I think one of the quests they recommend is Song of the Elves, and that's not happening. Uh, but I do want to get my skills as high as possible before then and get some materials gathered that I think will help us out and at least get us a good bit into sailing. Um, I think the best way to do that is we're just going to do a bunch of quests. And right now I'm on my way to do Druidic Ritual first because I got an XP lamp sitting in my inventory that I'd love to use on Herblore. So this will be the first quest, but to start this week off, we're just going to do tons of quests. Does anyone actually know how to properly say this guy's name? It kind of looks like Kaquemix, but I'm guessing that's not how you say it. I have no idea how else you say it. I'm gonna take a guess that this guy is Sanfu? Sanfu? I don't know, these druids got weird names. Just gotta run past here. Oh, see, this is why I brought lobsters with me. Get in there. Open? Are we not opening? Thank you. Okay. That scared me a little bit. Make sure not to eat any of these. Oh, there we go. Time to just run back on out. Here you go, sir. I got your weird blue meat for you. And there we go. Druidic Ritual complete. And that is Herblore unlocked. So we should be able to grab that and get a little bit of Herblore XP. Does that level us up? Oh, we're level 4 in Herblore now. Alright, on to the next one. I wish I had Graceful right now. This walking, it's killing me. Just shearing some sheep here for Sheep Shearer quest. Get us a little start in our crafting XP. That's the penguins. I gotta say, the penguins have a good disguise. I've clicked on them multiple times. Yes, I touched your sheep. Okay, do you want the balls of wool or not? I'm definitely not asking him for permission next time. There we go, Sheep Shearer complete. Gives us a little bit of crafting XP. We're at 3. While we're in the area, we're going to solve a little murder mystery here. This is a quest I've done before, so I'm just not reading. I get the gist. It is dark here. What in the world? I don't know what my lighting settings are, but I've never seen this place look like this. This definitely makes it feel spooky. Sir, watch out! Screams behind you! It really wasn't cool of him. It really takes him a while to die. It takes him a long time. Wow. That was horrible and drawn out. Oh, yep. Okay. He's still going. We done? He dead? And there goes another one. Poor girl. The music playing right now really does not match the mood. Now, I'm currently using Quest Helper to get through this, but this is a fun one if you haven't done it to do without Quest Helper. I think it plays a lot like an old Resident Evil game. It's pretty fun to figure out the puzzles and whatnot. And there goes another. Poor Lacey. Pretty nice of the killer to just leave me all these clues as to how to get through the mansion. Ah, Mandy, the classic scary movie protagonist. Hears noises outside in the dark, spooky house and just goes out without that big sword there to protect herself. See what's going on. Oh no, what a twist! The killer wasn't outside. I remember myself being pretty bad at this little fight here, and with it being as dark as dark as it is, it might be a little tougher. Man, how do I? I'm so slow. Quickly, 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 push it. How do I rotate it? Push. Are we gonna push it? What do I not get here? There we go, there we go. What? I guess I was not quick enough with it. Go, go, go. Go, 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 go. No. Push. Push it! Oh my. Push. There we go, there we go. Alright, we got one. That took a little longer than necessary. I'll flip it around, flip it around. There we go, there we go. There we go. What? It's the girl who asked us to come here. Oh my god, there was 2 killers, just like the Scream movies. No, she killed him. Mandy? Really should have done that long time ago, Mandy. You were in there doing dishes with that sword and all your friends were dying. There we go. How do I even say this? Mistalin mystery completed? I don't know, some more crafting XP to get our crafting going. Alright, we're gonna start Rune Mysteries and Restless Ghost, since they both involve going to the Wizard Tower. Yes, Duke, I shall take this to the wizards for you. And then we can start Restless Ghost, I believe, right here with this guy. Yes, I will talk to the hermit in the swamp. Alright, Mr. Hermit Man, we got a ghost. There we go, we got the Ghost Speak Amulet. Now we just gotta go back and figure out what the ghost's problem is. Alright, Mr. Ghost, what's the problem? A warlock stole his skull? Let's go have a chat. I guess we don't have to have a chat with the warlock, we just gotta go grab the skull from the basement of the tower. We'll get there next week with these walking speeds. Alright, we got the package for Rune Mysteries. Now we just gotta come in here, grab this skull. I'm not scared of no skeleton. Let's go. I know I could just run out of here, but we're gonna fight him. Down he goes. Bury his bones. Back to Lumbridge, and actually we can just do our little home teleport. Save us some walking. Be free, ghost. There we go, Restless Ghost complete. That gets us up to 10 prayer. I'll be going to Varrock a lot, so I might as well buy a Chronicle while I'm at it. Maybe wasting our money, but we're looking good. And actually, I'll just go ahead and use this right now. Here, sir, I have a package for you. Back to Lumbridge we go, or I guess all the way to the Wizard's Tower is where we're going. There we go, Rune Mysteries complete, and that is rune crafting unlocked, I believe. Now we're going to head over to Remington and quick do Witch's Potion. All I'm saying is smash. Game? There's not a rat tail for there. What? Did I kill another rat? Okay, there we go. There we go, Witch's Potion complete. Just a tad bit of magic XP, but more importantly, a quest point. So I'm on my way to Karambwanji's. I believe that's how you say it. I've never fished these in my life. But I want to get Gertrude's cat done so I can raise some kittens. Another thing I've never done, but I believe there's something you can turn the cats in for death runes. And I want to get started on that. And from what I know, okay, this is a bad spot to be in. From what I know, these guys are a good thing to feed the cat just because you can stack a ton of them in your inventory. And maybe I go to this one? Is this a safer spot? And if I did my homework, I just net this fishing spot. And they just stack, right? Alright. Well then, I'm gonna sit here for a bit and just catch a bunch of these guys. And then I'll probably go off and do Gertrude's cat so I can start growing the kittens. Alright, I don't know how many fish cats gotta eat, but I doubt it's the 10,000 I've fished up here. So it's time for me to get out of here and head over to Gertrude's cat and see what I need to do to get that quest done so we can start doing some kittens. Alright, Gertrude, what do you need me to do? It looks like we're looking for her cat. These are the two children she was talking about, okay. Wow, these kids are finessing me out of money. I'm getting finessed by a child for 100 coins. That's crazy. Alright, they say the cat is in the lumber mill. Here you go, kitty. You want some milk? Milk and a sardine. What? I thought I'd just pick it up. It attacked me. What am I doing here? I mean, this crate is meowing. I guess they're all meowing? What kitten am I looking for here? Here, kitty. I found your kitten. So did her kitten get taken and put in the box? Did the kids do it? Did I not pay attention? Because I see that kitten was in box, and I assume Gertrude's cat was over here because of the kitten. But how'd the kitten get in the box? That's where I'm kind of unsure here. Hey, we got our own little kitten now. And there's Gertrude's cat complete. So do I just give it a little fishy? It appears I do. Can do anything else with this? Or if I pet it? Alright, off to the next thing. Alright, we are gonna go do Children of the Sun. This is one of the quests that Jagex has in their prepare for sailing list. So we're gonna get this knocked out. Now, that's an entrance. Those are some crazy outfits. What is this man doing? Exactly. It's an unusual bag. So I gotta like stalk this guy? I see. Alright, let's let him go. What? I didn't stay close enough. Okay, second attempt. Can I just try to run to this spot then? Or is he gonna... Okay. He's just oblivious, I got it. I get that some people might not like that I'm using Quest Helper for these quests. But I'm not someone who's trying to sit here. Oh, I need to go. I'm just not trying to sit here forever and figure these things out. If anything, I'll pay attention to the story as to what's going on, but a lot of the minor details isn't something I'm trying to spend all day on. Like, I have no idea how many attempts this would have taken. So many attempts without Quest Helper telling me where to hide, and knowing like when he was going to turn around. They're stealing uniforms. Well, why are they planning to attack those kind folks from Varlamore? Little do they know I was spying on them the whole time. Alright, we gotta go tell the sergeant now about their plans, and hope he believes us. I just noticed I don't have a kitten following me around anymore. Is that just because of this quest? How'd I know he just wasn't gonna take me seriously? Alright, so we have to find the bandits. How would we tell without Quest Helper? Is it just that circle on him? Like this. What is suspicious about this? Romeo, I don't got time for you right now. Is it just because she's a woman? Like what makes her stand out? I guess she doesn't have the helmet on. And this one's just slacking. Is this just find the ones that are out of place? He's got the wrong weapon. So yeah, it's probably just to figure out who's out of place here. Alright, I've pointed out all the bandits. Alright, they're gonna interrogate the bandits and try to get some useful information out. I guess I'm gonna help. So this is the prince from Varlamore. He's come to see what's going on, I guess. Alright, how are we interrogating these people? Want me to give him a bonk with my staff? Oh, he's not talking, is he? What is he saying? Why is he asking him about his thoughts on chickens? Oh. Oh, he's saying if you cook a person, they smell like chicken. Well, apparently just the thought of being roasted over a fire made this guy talk. We didn't even have to do anything. Oh, and that was it. All we had to do was just stop the assassination. I wonder if there's a sequel to this quest then, as to what the plot was, as to why to kill the priest. Either way, that's Children of the Sun complete. That's another thing down. All right, can anyone help me out? What happened to my kitten? Like, I got my kitten, I fed it, pet it, and then at some point during the Children of the Sun quest, I just noticed it was gone. And that was like immediately after. Like, I walked from Gertrude's house here to there, and no more kitten. Did I do something wrong? Can I just get another one from Gertrude? Does it only show up when it needs attention? Is that the case? I guess I'll just continue with what I was doing and hope it shows up. Alright, did the museum quiz while I was here. Corrected all the mistakes. And there we go. That should be some Slayer and Hunter. I got us 9 of each. Gives us a little boost in those skills. On to the next thing. So it turns out the cat does in fact go away when it's not hungry. So price is averted. Or maybe the cat just wasn't supposed to disappear? This seems to just be following me everywhere now. I don't really get what the issue was. I don't know if it's a silly idea for me to do Witch's House right now, given I don't know how to safe spot the enemies. I really want those hit points, so we're gonna see how this goes. My thought is if it just goes bad, I just teleport out with the Chronicle. I'm hoping that's something I can do. I got my spell selected. Alright, let's go in here. Yeah, no door's locked. Isn't that what this key's for? Did I do this wrong? Oh no. One moment. Oh god. Wait, do I need another piece of cheese because I got caught? You have to redo this whole thing with the mouse? Oh no. Well, alright, I gotta go get another piece of cheese. Alright, we're back. I brought extra cheese this time in case I messed up. So am I supposed to read this? Oh. You got, oh, and then the key, okay. I'm silly. It's been a while since I did this quest, and I was like, why is it having me pick up a diary? Isn't this the key I need? But why do I have to redo the mouse? I still have the key, what? I'm a bit confused. Maybe I should pay attention more. Well, yeah, we just gotta sneak past this witch. Then we can get into the shed. Oh. I was thinking I'd have to figure out the safe spot, but the quest helper kinda showing it. At least I assume this is for the later guys. I don't think it matters much for these ones in the beginning. I don't know if these little ones are safe spottable or if this is where I should be trying to learn the safe spot. Okay, so this is where the safe spot starts. 'Cause he can't get me. He's too big. He's one of the scary ones. And so I'm gonna hope that this just works the same for the wolf then too. I think there's a wolf after this bear. Easy peasy. What was I scared of? There we go. Now we just go give this boy his ball back. There we go. Witch's House complete. And that bumps us up to 27 hit points. That'll make me feel much safer in the world. Yo, Philippa. Man, Romeo's for the streets. And screw this Philippa girl too. Just betraying her cousin like that. And Romeo here, he immediately forgets who Juliet is. He sees someone hot and he's like, what, Juliet who? He was going on and on about how he loved her so much. But there we go, Romeo and Juliet complete. Alright, we're up in the Ardone area now. We got a lot of quests to complete here, and we're starting off with the classic waterfall. I would hate living on a hill like this. I'm gonna walk up that every time you wanna go to your house? Alright, lady. Is this just... Do they just keep building new log rafts for when they break, when they smack here? Is that... why do they even have a log raft to begin with? Their options are like the pond with a whirlpool in it for some reason, or float down here, hope it crashes so you can land on this little island, or down you go off the waterfall. What's the point of having these log rafts? I guess that's the whole strategy. They do what I just did. They they don't want to walk down the hill, so they just build log rafts repeatedly, crash into that little island, rope across, rope down, hop in the barrel, and dive off the waterfall in the barrel like this is Niagara Falls. And then that's because I assume that's what they do because they don't want to walk down this hill. That's why all that is set up there, right? What they need is a better way to get up the hill, not down the hill. This part normally worries me if I do it on a really low level. You might have heard this before, but these dudes hit hard. But I do have a good amount of health. I don't think they can hit me, so I'm not even going to wait for a zombie to attack. God damn. See, this is why we don't come in here on a fresh account. If my HP wasn't up, that would have been death. Oh my god, he hitting hard today. Leave me alone. These guys are scary. Bro. What is happening? Eat! Eat! Eat the lobster! Get out of here! What is my character doing? I didn't think this is where I was gonna die. Oh, get me out of this hellhole. Yo, my cat's grown up. This is the first cat I've ever raised in RuneScape. I think we just pick him up right now, right? Hey! So we got a cat to go turn in later once we're done with everything. There we go, waterfall complete. Everyone's favorite quest. Look at that strength and attack XP. Brings us from level 1 to 30 strength and attack. Alright, Tree Gnome Village is next up. This will get us some more attack XP, which will be nice. Now, what I don't quite understand about this war that's going on between the gnomes and these guys is that there's 3 other sides of this maze that are unprotected right now. Like, they could just flank them. Why are we so focused on the line right here? And also, how are they just like letting me walk in here and talk to their prisoner? Nobody notices. And also, this gnome? Fire this guy. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know if he got bonked on the head a little too hard by one of these soldiers' maces, but he's not right in the head. He should not be your scout. Like, this is a crucial, mission to get the coordinates as to where to shoot this ballista. And your scout's just over there saying nonsense? We got the orb. Okay, sir, if you could stop hitting me. I really shouldn't be eating lobsters. There's so many other food that I could have brought that's not lobsters, because I don't know that I really have enough health to make the lobsters worthwhile. I'm kind of just wasting them. But they make me feel safe and give me confidence, so I feel like that's important. We talk to the king here. He's going to tell me while we were saving the one orb, the other orbs were stolen. Bro, I just watched that gnome die right in front of my eyes. The poor guy. The horrors of war. Let's try to have some peace negotiations here. Let's just give me the orbs and we won't have any trouble. A guy, he said he's gonna touch me in my no-no square. Oh, that hurt. Okay, so like, what do I do here? Hiya! That's right. Run away. Hiya! Oh no. 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 No, 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 no. Leave me alone. Hiya! Hiya! What? Like, what is the strategy for this dude? Oh, wait. Well, this isn't what I had planned, but this is working. Look at this dumb warlord. Just getting pelted with fireballs. Well, I don't know what I did, but you know, I failed successfully. Here you go, King. I got your balls of protection back for you. The tree has his orbs now. They are safe once more. Is it explained how this tree protects them? Does he just bring the vibes? Does he just vibe out like this? And the soldiers just, they don't want to touch him. There we go, Tree Gnome Village complete. And with that, we get Spirit Tree access, which I know helps us travel, but I've never used them, despite having done this quest before. But the big thing I wanted, actually, was just the 11,000 attack XP. Now we're up to 36 attack, leaving us only 4 levels away from using that rune scimitar we got last week. On to the next thing. Now it's time for Fight Arena. This woman has a problem. Her family's gone missing. I tell them I'm gonna help out. They were taken by the bad people. I gotta save them. The classic adventure. We just gotta infiltrate the camp here where none of them are gonna question me running around. Even this dude, who is apparently a guard, not gonna question that I'm just taking a uniform. Put that on, and we're perfectly in disguise. Nothing looks off about us at all. Walk past this guard. Again, no questions. Doesn't care as to why one of their soldiers is wearing a cabbage cape. Then we gotta ask this drunk dude if he can. I think we want to get some keys from this guy. But the problem is he's not drunk enough. Go over to the bar here. We ask our good man if we can get some of that good stuff. Go back to the head guard here and give him his bottle. You know, ask him if he wants to have a drink with me. He tries to say no, but we peer pressure him into it. And while saying he'll just have one drink, he just chugs that stuff. He gives me the keys so that I can go give the prisoner a good beating. But little does he know, we're here to free the prisoner. So we unlock this to free her little boy. He doesn't want to leave because he needs to find his dad, not realizing that that's my job. And this little kid's going to get us into some trouble here. Turns out his dad is being forced to fight in this arena. Getting not looking good. He's getting beat. But this one's pretty simple. You just stand behind a skeleton, and this dumb ogre, he doesn't know how to go around this. So we just sit here and tickle him to death. And we kill the ogre, and we think we've saved the father, but oh no, the general. He's noticed what we're up to. So now because little Sammy can't do what he's told, now we're all locked up in a cell. When the time comes, we get taken out, put in the arena. We're fighting for their freedom. And once again, we employ the classic strategy of run to the other side of the skeleton from the scorpion and tickle it to death with our magic. This is riveting gameplay right here. This is what RuneScape combat's all about. Now the general's very upset here that we killed all his pets and won the fight. He decides to fight him himself, and you'd think we have to fight him, but instead we just walk out the door. He doesn't try to chase us or anything. None of these guards try to stop us. We just walk on out and go complete the quest. And there is Fight Arena complete. That gives us 12,000 attack and 2,000 thieving and 1,000 coins. That puts us to 40 attack. So now we can use our rune scimitar that we got. And we haven't even trained attack at all. That's why I'm doing quests. So great. Especially the 3 I did. Doing Waterfall, Tree Gnome Village, and Fight Arena is great to just get done rather than sitting and farming attack for however long. Since I was in the area, I'm just hanging out, killing some imps. To get the beads while I'm here for the imp catcher quest later whenever I get around to doing that one. Well, we got all the beads we need for imp catcher. The wiki says these are a 1 in 25 drop. I got all of them in 27 imps. That's pretty good. You know, maybe the game's finally coming around to being nice to me after the Temperos debacle. Alright, it's Plague City time. I need to get these RD Easy achievements done so I can get my cape. And then I'll have a free teleport over here anytime I need instead of the long walk. So we gotta help this man. There's a plague going on over here in this part of the city. His daughter's in there. We gotta go, I guess, rescue her and make sure she's okay. I don't really remember, but she's in the quarantine zone. So conveniently enough, all you need is dwell berries. And then you can make a gas mask. I guess the dwell berries filter out the bad stuff? I'm not entirely sure how it works. Alright, we're tunneling into the quarantine zone now. I guess we tunneled into the sewers, and then we take the sewers to the quarantine zone. Tie a rope around this metal grate, and then with Edmund's help here, we'll have the strength to pull it off. See Edmund there? That's what a real man looks like right there. Strength of a gorilla. Alright, time to climb through the nasty poo-poo pipe. Oh, I guess this isn't a poo-poo pipe. It's just, okay. Anyway, ignore me. Though I am noticing a lack of toilets around here, so that could be a poo-poo pipe. Just a communal bathroom right there in the middle of town. Squat over the hole, hope for the best. Now that I'm thinking about it, are there bathrooms anywhere in RuneScape? Where are people doing their business at? I don't think I've seen a bathroom, a toilet, an outhouse. I haven't seen anything. And what are they wiping with around here? You know? These are questions I need answers to. What could be in the barrel? Oh, key. Everyone's leaving their keys in barrels and boxes in this place. We found the daughter. It sounds like she's over here trying to cure the plague or something. You know, being a good Samaritan, trying to help the sick people. I think the reason there's a plague going around is the lack of bathroom hygiene around here. There we go, Plague City completed. Gives us a little bit of mining XP. That's nice. Now it's straight on to the sequel quest, Biohazard. We talked to the daughter. She thanks us for freeing her. Oh no. They both stole her equipment and sealed up my tunnel. It's okay though. We got a messenger pigeon to send a message to a man on the inside. Or maybe not. Maybe I misunderstood what the pigeons were for. Were the pigeons just to distract the guards? I guess they were. Silly me. Why couldn't we have just done this before? We're just throwing ladders over the wall. Why'd I have to dig the tunnel and break a sewer grate and everything in the last one? Lots of insecure fences in this game that we can just squeeze through. Grab this rotten apple. Stick it in the cauldron to poison the stew. Pretty sure that's a felony, but all good. It's okay, children. You can commit felonies if it's for the greater good. You see, I put on this medical gown, and now I look like a doctor. Oh no, he has food poisoning. How could this be? Who could have seen this coming? Now, I haven't done the best at paying attention. Is this not the guy with food poisoning? Like, why? I get the food poisoning let us in here, but who had the food poisoning? And why are we just murdering this guy? We could have asked him for the key. I feel like there's gotta be a better way. We are committing too many crimes. They're gonna lock us away. Don't worry, Elena. I got your distiller. I just had to murder a guy for it. I'm probably getting life in prison once this is done. And then I get this for her. She can't even test the samples properly. Something's wrong. Not getting a good reading. So now I gotta take him to this chemist guy. Couldn't I have done that to begin with? Couldn't we have avoided the murder? The poisoning? The trespassing? Breaking and entering? Like, what? You were a bad influence on me, Elena. You tell me that we're doing good here, but I don't feel like a good person. All right, what you got for me, chemist? Okay, so our errand boys are a painter, a gambler, and a drunk. I get that he's telling me if I pay peanuts, I get monkeys, but I feel like we could have better errand boys to smuggle our contraband in to us. Now, what? Like, I'm giving the sulfuric broline to the drunk. What if he just gets curious and decides to take a sip? Like, we're supposedly giving these guys things they wouldn't care to steal. But what if they want to? And like, I'm giving him honey. You know? It's gotta be tasty. This is how Da Vinci paid for his paintings and inventions. He was an errand boy for a chemist. Alright, off to the pub in Varrock. You know, these guys seem pretty lazy. I feel like they should get on the road. Alright. We got our supplies from the guys. Somehow they beat my teleportation here. This is definitely what a priest looks like. And that's why no one questions me. Just your normal looking priest here. Nothing going on. The sample isn't toxic. There is no plague. I feel like that's a crazy conclusion to jump to. If you mix your plague sample with some like honey, some bromine stuff, and whatever the other thing was that I can't remember, and you apply some touch paper to it, and you're like, well, that didn't change color. There's no plague. Instead, we report our findings and everybody dies. Maybe Elena's the villain. You know, maybe this was her plan all along. She doesn't want to help anybody. She wants the city to burn. Alright, it's time to tell Elena our findings. I think she understands why the plague doesn't exist. I'm on to her. You know, she's trying to blame this on the king. Maybe her whole plan is to make everyone believe the plague isn't real. And then the kingdom falls, the people riot. She has some scheme to get herself into power. But to her credit, the people over there in the quarantine zone didn't seem very sick, so I don't know. Alright, king. Why is the plague a hoax? So he rules over here, his brother rules over there. His brother got tricked by the Dark Lord, turned evil. So he faked the plague to put up a wall to keep the people over there out, or locked inside there, since they're being ruled by evil, no good brother man. That's what I gathered. There we go, biohazard complete. So then, if we look here, what else we have to do? Wizard teleport us, combat, pet, and lever to wilderness. The lever is right in that building right there. This one's always a bit scary. Like, what about this man? You know, could he just follow me and then just murder me? I'm brave. Oh, it's scary. Get me out of here. I believe this is the altar we pray at. Yep, there we go. Another diary thing complete. And then this is the pet lady we have to check. We have no pets, so, but there we go. Then I think we just have to teleport to the Runescape mine. Indeed. Which should be over here. Teleport with the wizard. And then we don't have to do anything here. We just leave through this portal. And then that should be everything, right? Everything's crossed off. Alright, so now we can go claim our cape. If I remember correctly, we just talked to this drunk lady 2 pints here. Come here, stop moving. Yep, we tell her we completed our achievements. There we go, we got our cape. This cape's good, gives us some prayer bonus, some attack bonus. Most importantly, it gives us unlimited monastery teleports, which is right down here. So anytime we need to get to this side of the map, if we're over here, instead of walking, taking boats, we can simply just teleport to the monastery. That combined with the spirit trees, we have many ways to fast travel. If we get fairy rings unlocked sometime soon, then we'll really be zooming around the map. And then I could possibly try to figure out source of law runes. My magic's getting there. I could get some of these teleports for my magic. We'll see. I don't really know the best way to get law runes. Maybe there's somewhere I can buy them, but I don't really have money right now. Nearly forgot about Dwarf Cannon. I should probably get that done before I head off to wherever I'm heading off. Might as well do it while I'm in the area. We just gotta fix up some railings for this guy. He's one of the only people in RuneScape who does proper fence maintenance. Make sure no one's squeezing through. Okay, can we repair railing? Can we not hurt me? Nightmare run would have been over. Okay, then. Is this normal? Is this normal to fail this many times? This is ridiculous. Just let me repair the railing. Just repair. There we go. One took forever. See, that one repaired immediately. That's a good railing right there. That first one must have been messed up. It's not an easy repair. Are the rest of these just gonna be... Yeah, the rest of these are just repairing immediately. What was up with that first railing? All the railings are fixed now. Okay, maybe I should pay more attention, but... Why is there just the corpse of a dwarf up in this tower? Why am I the one being sent to recover this? Is it... he's scared of the goblins? Just tell this dude to go get it. Oh, he didn't know he was dead. Okay. I was confused because he told me to go talk to somebody in the tower, like, to report, and then I come and there's a corpse, and it's like, what? Why? And I guess it was a shock to him that there was a dead guy in the tower as well. So I don't feel as bad. Now we gotta go find some goblin cave. It's been a long... Ooh, I love me a sandwich. Come here, sandwich lady. Not the stale baguette. One can hope. But I do love me a baguette. Anyway, what I was saying is, it's been a long time since I've done Dwarf Cannon at all. I think I've maybe done it like once, twice maybe, in like the last 10 years. Honestly, I don't remember any of this beyond repair the railings. Alright, we're in the goblin cave. Are we in here to tell these goblins they've been a bad boy? Oh, they kidnapped a child. Oh, so they kidnapped the child and we just send him off to run home? Like, the goblins aren't just gonna snatch him up again? Like, we couldn't at least escort him out? He has another favor to ask me. I repair his railings. I go get the corpse of his friend. I rescue the kidnapped child. This guy is asking a whole lot of a stranger. Oh, well, I guess it's just to repair this cannon. How'd he know I was a dwarf multi-cannon expert? Man, he has more stuff for me to do. Where am I going? Ice Mountain. Well, alright then. On the way back, or on the way to Ice Mountain, decided to turn in my cat. Is this where I turn my cat in? Use. What if I use it on her? I have raised this cat. It is a healthy cat, Gertrude. Okay, do I not turn it in here? Is this cat not full grown? And I just thought it was this whole time? See, there's not a age thing. Do I have to have it out and then I talk to her? But it is fully grown. Is it not fully grown? This looks like a full grown cat to me. So, I have learned Gertrude is not who I give the cats to. So, that was a waste of my time. I should have turned in the cat when I was in Ardone, apparently. I didn't realize that's where I turned them in at. So, I'll turn it in when I go back to finish up Dwarf Cannon. Alright, we got Dwarf Man's buddy here. Get advice on what to do with the cannon since he's having trouble. So then, this is where this cape comes in handy. Because poof. Oh, we got a little bit of a walk here. It's a lot less than we would have without the cape. Which I didn't even think about before starting this quest, but it's convenient I got the cape before doing it. Alright, who around here wants a cat? Do you want a cat? I see you got a bit of a rat problem around here. You want this cat? Oh, yeah, yes. This cat is a real mouse killer. There we go, our first 200 death runes. And now I know how to sell a cat. So then I can go get another one from Gertrude. Another kitten to raise up. Does Gertrude know that's what we're doing with the kittens she gives us? Well, we're just going and selling them off to people over here to kill rats? You imagine you're a cat. You're living in Gertrude's lovely home. And then she just hands you off to this guy who raises you and then just sends you to this place. That's gotta be a letdown. But at the same time, they do get to kill rats. So maybe they enjoy it. I'm not a cat, what would I know? Alright, we're back. Got the ammo mold for this guy. Hopefully he has no other favors to ask of us. There we go, Dwarf Cannon complete. A little more crafting XP and the ability to use a Dwarf Multi-Cannon. But we ain't acquiring a Dwarf Multi-Cannon right now. So can we use this one? Oh, well, we don't have cannonballs. We need cannonballs anyway, even if we could. But somewhere you buy a Dwarf Multi-Cannon, but they cost a ton of money, and this is all the money I got. This 3,458 coins. I gotta do something soon to start getting this cash stack up. Because this is only going down. And I need it to go up. I have some pretty expensive things I'm gonna need sooner or later. Alright, we're doing something a little risky, potentially a little dumb here. I want to get Knight's Sword done. And the best way I know to get these iron bars is to step out here into the wilderness where someone could murder me. And then over here amongst these bears that could maybe also murder me is an iron bar. So we get one, I think we need two, so we just quick hop to some other world. Grab this iron bar. Oh, we can't teleport? Okay, well, that's fine. We just run back in here and nothing bad happened. No one tried to kill us while we were out there. So that's good. Alright, we got all our stuff for Knight's Sword. We're gonna get that underway. That'll give us a ton of smithing levels, which we're gonna need. I think for sailing, we need a bunch of different kinds of nails. So getting our mining and smithing up, I think, is gonna be important. I mean, I might have saw something that you could just pay. If you don't have the levels for like the ship upgrades, you could just pay. So it might be better I just go the route of trying to get as much money as I can. I could just get my agility up and then just sit at agility pyramid forever. I don't know. But this guy, he like broke his sword or something, is a family heirloom. He wants to get replaced. It was made by these special dwarves. There's like one of them still around. We gotta go talk to the dwarf, see what he can hook up for our boy. Come here, sir, as I crawl to you. Here's your sword. And there, with that is Knight's Sword complete, giving us 12,000 smithing XP, jumping us all the way from level 1 to 29 smithing. One of the best quests I know of. Now I just gotta figure out what I do next. I need to see, because there's definitely some skills of ours that are still lacking. I really don't know what I should focus on. And part of me wonders if I should focus on money, or do I need to focus on getting boards and getting metals and nails. Because they mention you needing the logs and planks of different stuff. You need swamp tar, coins, cannonballs, swamp paste, flax, rope, all sorts of metals. And I know, like, I'm with 2 days on a new account, gathering absolutely everything you're gonna need for sailing is a lot. Like I said, there's already no way we do all the quests they recommend. But I just want to get as prepared as I can to just have a fun day on release day tomorrow, sailing with everybody. So I just need to come up with a game plan as to what I guess is the most important. All I've seen as far as sailing goes is just this image of all the things they say to to get if you want a head start. I know nothing else about sailing. I haven't read anything. I haven't watched any videos. I'm just hoping to go into it blind tomorrow and see what it's like. Hopefully it's a fun time. I bet it's going to be crazy, given it's the first skill for old school RuneScape. I bet the seas are going to be filled with so many people. It's going to be a fun day. But yeah, I'm going to figure out a game plan. So it looks like one of the quests they recommend we do before sailing is the Corsair Curse. Now, this is a quest I've never done, and from my understanding, there's a guy we have to fight who uses magic. So I brought my magic gear, but I also brought the scimitar if that ends up being better to use against him. But we'll just have to see. So there's a curse upon his crew. Are they a pirate crew? So we gotta help him. Okay. So there's a curse on this pirate crew. We're helping them. I gotta go meet him in Remington. Why doesn't this quest just start in Remington? If his ship is in Remington and that's where I need to meet him. That seems a bit weird. Alright, Captain Talk. Let's get this show on the road. I'm prepared for whatever you got. Well, this just looks like a lovely place. Where are we on the map? Oh, this is over here. Okay. I don't think I've ever been over here, if I'm being honest. So we just talking to the whole crew, see what we can get. What information we can get about the curse. Oh, this guy. This guy's the cause. He go into a little tomb, steal something he shouldn't have. Of course, yes, he did. He went in a cave. So he stole a sacred relic from the ogre. This is people never learn. You can't just be stealing sacred relics out of caves like that. It's not good for you. Oh, never mind. I was too quick to judge the thief. Maybe it's the cabin boy. Turns out nobody knows why they got cursed. That's what I'm getting from this. Oh, we get a nice little story. Such a beautiful night. Mm-hmm. Ah, yes, look through your telescope. What's he see? Yes, you best have another look. Is it what you think it is? Just get it out, come on. A mermaid? Isn't it weird that people are so into fish women? Like, there's always stories of, like, sailors being attracted to the mermaids. But what do you do with that tail? So I haven't quite understood that. Don't wave at the mermaid. Yeah, it was kind of rude of you to just yell at her and blow kisses at her. Anyone would be turned off by a stranger doing that. You're coming on too strong, cabin boy Colin. You tone it back. Oh, so wait. So your boy says mermaids are dangerous, and yet you still had this thought that, oh, I should yell at one and blow kisses at it? I don't know. I think I'm still putting... I think Sacred Relic from the cave, the Ogre Cave, is still winning in my book. Okay, how's this? I assume this person thinks it's their fault too. Yep, all my fault. Okay. I've awoken her and now she's done this to us. Okay, yeah, he has to find food to cook it, so who's fishing? Alright, give me the rundown. Alright, maybe get some nice lobster. Oh hey, look. You're looking for lobsters. Mm-hmm. Yes. There's a very effective lobster fishing chant, if you didn't know. If you're ever trying to catch some lobsters, that's the way to go. What? Okay. Okay. I was thinking sacred artifact or sacred relic from the ogre cave. That's what did it. It's definitely the demon doll that this man decided to pick up and then bury on the beach. Bro found Annabelle and then just buried her. I feel like there's a high risk that I end up cursed here too. I don't know if I need to get involved in their business. All right, Captain. Your crew pissed off Annabelle. I think that's what's going on here. I don't think it has to do with the Sacred Ogre Relic. That was my first assumption, but I really think there's something with this Annabelle doll. We shouldn't just be writing this guy off. Clearly these pirates have not seen the Conjuring movies. Here you go, Ogre Wadey. Here's your stolen thingy. Okay, so it wasn't even a relic. It was a toothpick. See, so it's not the ogre thing. Now we're gonna go dig up the doll and get ourselves cursed too. Oh, it's just the clockwork doll. Okay, well, to be fair, when I was coming to my hypothesis, he is the dumb guy who didn't know it was a clockwork doll. And this doesn't look like a mermaid, so now we're back to square one. Okay, new hypothesis. They're not cursed. Oh, I missed this detail. It began after they all eat. They just have food poisoning. This isn't a curse after all. Unless it was cursed food. They could have ate cursed food, but I feel like there's no curse going on here. They just all got sick. They all got little tummy aches. And they think a curse has been placed upon them. Oh, so he cooked the meal they ate. Did he poison everybody? This captain's gonna fire him, so he poisoned everybody to make it seem like a curse. It all makes sense now. Alright, Captain. Your boy's been poisoned your crew. He's been faking it. You should definitely fire him now. He did this because he was worried about getting fired. Now he's definitely getting fired. Now I just gotta go back over here, give him this 2-piece combo, no fries. Teach him a lesson. What if I give you some of this? How you like this? Hiya! This works better slash, I think, right? The fight of the century is going down. Magic versus sword. Ooh, big number, big number. That's a good number. Let's keep hitting those. Yes. Okay, he's getting in some good hits. Okay, stop missing. Alright, that's something. Come on, give me another big number. Big damage. Okay, we can stop with the zeros. Big damage, big damage. There we go. One more hit. That's right. Serves you right for poisoning your men. I don't know. Okay, let's just be fair here. He did poison his crew. That's for certain. I don't know if capital punishment was the appropriate response. Like, I don't think he needed to die for that. I mean, we could have thrown him in a jail cell. We could have just fired him, left him on this island. I don't know. But there we go. Corsair Curse complete. And we get access to this bank here, which I don't know the benefit of. I assume there is a reason why you want to have a bank here. But as to what that reason is, I'm not entirely sure. What? Don't want to try rob this bank. Just gonna get a cannon blown through your face. That's crazy. Well, that at least as to like at this moment, I don't know what my skills will end up before sailing, but at this moment, we have all the quests we can do done in preparation for sailing. So I just need to decide, do I keep focusing on levels for my skills, or do I focus on acquiring supplies? Or just get money? I gotta get that figured out still. But we'll see. I've decided I'm gonna focus on some agility here for a bit. Because I'm gonna do agility pyramid, I think, to get some cash. So I'm gonna sit here at the Varrock rooftop course for a little bit until I get my agility up to, I believe, 40? Yeah, 40. And then we'll do Priest in Peril, and that'll unlock Canifis for us, and we'll sit at Canifis until we're 50. And then do agility pyramid. Assuming that doesn't take more time than I think it'll take. Because it's possible that I don't have time for this, but I think coins could solve a lot of issues. Hopefully. I don't know. Maybe I should be spending my time better elsewhere. I won't really know until tomorrow comes. So, like I said, I'm trying to avoid sailing spoilers, so I haven't watched any videos. So I don't really want to watch anything on how to prepare, just because if they did like the play tests and it might spoil some of the content. I'm just trying to avoid that, so my first impressions are there tomorrow. So all I've looked at is that like image of what they said to do to prepare for sailing that Jagex posted. That's still all I'm going off of. And one of the things on there, it says is coins. So hopefully coins are important and this isn't a waste of time. I mean, it's not a waste of time anyway. I'm going to want agility at some point. I'll want my graceful, but it might be wasting time in my sailing preparation. We'll find out later in this video or tomorrow for me when sailing comes out. So we'll see. All right, so I'm not at 40 agility. Plan is not going how I thought it would. I'm realizing it's going to take too much time to get the 50 agility and go to agility pyramid to grind some money. So I've decided a backup plan, and it might be a little unorthodox, but bear with me as you see what I'm going to do. All right, some of you will know what my plan is just from where I'm standing. Others are about to know in 1 second. Some of you, maybe it'll click later, or you're just going to find out later. But we dig right here. That's the Clue Hunter cloak. And that's Clue Hunter boots and gloves. There's Clue Hunter pants. Just one piece to go. And there's our Clue Hunter shirt. On to the not so exciting big reveal for those who don't know what's up yet. So for those who didn't put 2 and 2 together yet, we're going to be farming some Wintertod and sticking with the theme that these 3 bosses are the only ones I will ever kill. But my hope is, maybe I have the wrong line of thought here. My hope is that we can get some money from the rewards from Wintertod here. We can get some logs that we'll need for planks. I don't know about the mining requirements for all the mining rewards from Wintertod, but if we're lucky, we get some ores that we need for the bars and nails. And just in general, we're going to get a lot of good stuff for the account. So I'm going to sit here for a few hours before I go to bed and hope for good luck before sailing comes. I don't know. We'll see how sailing goes tomorrow. I don't even know if I'll be able to participate with how early on my account is. We'll find out. Alright, so I did Wintertod for a few hours, and I'm kind of thinking maybe I should have stuck with plan A. I don't know. We got some money. We did get money, but as far as other stuff, like I could have just gone and chopped these logs by hand. I don't know what outcome I had in my mind, but it was very different. But we have other things to move on to. We, at the very least, I should say, got some pyromancer stuff. That, I mean, we'll need that eventually. We'll be back here at some point. Uh, as far as getting materials for sailing, it didn't go well at all. But it's time. It's time to see how prepared we are. All right, everybody, it's sailing time. These are the skills we're going in with. Hopefully they're good enough for what we're going to be up to. I'm going into this completely blind. All I know is to talk to these two lovely people here to start the quest we need to do, which supposedly just acts as a tutorial for sailing. But let's get to it. I am someone who needs a good job, all right? Goodness, Anne, I think you're right. This one's never worked an honest day in their life. What? I feel like I'm being called out. I am ready for my interview. Okay. Let's see. I'm nervous. What is my name? Oh, yes, board freak. I don't have experience captaining a ship. Yeah, I mean, they didn't really tell me what kind of job it was. It's important to not be too picky. Oh, so we're just gonna hire someone to captain a ship who's never done that? I wish the job market was like that. Probably be a lot of boats crashing. Do you agree to waive all rights to pursue legal action against your new employer in the event of injury or horrific death? That doesn't seem great. Excellent. I'm pleased to say that we have the results of your interview. You bring some impressive stuff to the table. We'd love to offer you the role. I think I bring nothing to the table. This seems kind of shady. Oh, okay. They're just assuming I accepted this job. I feel like I'm getting conned here. Oh shit. It's our boat. Oh my. Look at everybody. Everybody's having a great old time. All right. The open sea. They don't have a name for the business. Okay, I'm starting to think they hired me. Well, why couldn't they have just done it? That's actually... All right. So we're going to a shipwreck. We purchased a map that will lead us to an old pirate wreck. Okay. The Pandemonium. Great place for a drink. Okay. But first, let's collect some salvage. According to the map, the wreck is just east of Karamja Shipyard, so south of here. Take the helm when ready. Oh gosh. Full speed ahead. Oh, these rafts better get out of my way. The rendering's a bit weird. I don't know if that's because of my plugin that just keeps doing like a 2D kind of thing for it. That could just be the HD graphics plugin. Stop. All right. Now that we're here, it's time to do some salvaging. When you're ready, just lower the salvaging hook and see what we find. Yeah, that's a good question. Why am I lowering the hook? My job's steering. Oh, see, yeah, now, see, my job is doing everything around here. All right, deploy salvaging hook. An old cup and a mysterious medallion. The medallion? Oh, they like this medallion? Oh. I'm getting fired. What? Okay, that. I wasn't expecting that. And I just washed ashore in Kurumja. Oh, oh. Is this the pandemonium they were talking about? Yo ho ho and a Jolly Roger to you, me hearty. I can see from the fact that you're totally drenched from the head to toe that you are a fellow scallywag sailor. The name's Steve Beanie. Pleased to meet you. I might be having a fever dream. I could be dead. This could be my hell. This is the pandemonium. The finest establishment in all the seas. Sit back, have a drink, let the good times and the rum flow. Yeah, Will and Ann. You know these people? Pinching, looting, plundering sea dogs. Oh, see, they aren't good people. I knew I was being bamboozled. They stole the map. Alright, I'm talking Ribs. This guy right here. What's up, Ribs? Oh no, is that not a good medallion? A curse? Listen, last time I dealt with a curse, it turned out to be food poisoning, so I don't know. The map marked the resting place of the resting place of the Crimson Kraken. Sometimes I think I don't speak English that well. She was a deadly vessel captained by none other than Barnacle Barnaby. I have not heard the tale of he needs a different name. I haven't heard the tale of BB. I don't know. How about you tell me about him? He was a cruel, vicious pirate, orchestrator of the Driftwood Massacre. I haven't heard of that one. I've only heard of the one that happened in Falador. An unleasher of the plague of black mist. He believed himself untouchable, but this arrogance was his undoing. Despite warnings of many, Barnacle Barnaby attempted to plunder the Skull Hoard, but his only reward was a deadly curse. It destroyed the Crimson Kraken, condemning all on board to a watery grave. So Alright, I purchased the map from Ulrich the Unfortunate, the sole survivor of the Kraken, but I had no intention of using it. I knew that no good would ever come from seeking the Kraken. Then, yeah, why not destroy the map? That was what I was about to say. Oh, he was afraid of ghosts and curses himself too. Okay, I get you. So they found the Kraken. That's the problem. And they did find the medallion. Oh. So it's time to go hunt them down, is what I'm hearing. I did speak to Ribs, and they seem to have unleashed some sort of curse. See, I'm kind of with Steve here. Like, he's going on about this curse, but I need some more proof. I need to know that this isn't food poisoning. But, curse or not, a bounty's a bounty, and if I can get paid... So do you have any idea where Will and Ann might have gone? Old Grog said he might attempt to track them down. Perhaps he has an idea as to where to find them. Where could I find Old Grog? Old Scallywag left not too long ago, but he'll be back here before long. He enjoys a drink far too much. In the meantime, you should hoist sails and ready your vessel. I don't have a vessel. I was thrown overboard. We've been over this, Steve. That's how I got here. Junior Jim, he'll get me sorted out. Alright. Alright, where's Junior Jim? Junior Jim! I need a ship, Junior Jim. Oh. I gotta sail a raft. Like the rest of these people around here. I guess I should have seen that coming. I was kind of hoping for a boat. Come back when you've got a bit more know-how. Okay, we gotta work our way up to the boat. That's alright. That's alright with me. A little favor in return. Okay. Got some cargo I need picking up from Port Sarum and bringing back here. In return, sorting you out with some sales. I'll need you to go and collect it for me. Oh, and I tell you what, I'll even set you up with the materials to whack together a cargo hold. You won't be shifting that cargo far. Should that say shipping? Do I not understand sailor talk? Alright. Gave him the cup. Let's head over to the shipyard. Alright. Okay, hotspot. Build facility hotspot. Sounds good. Cargo hold. Yeah, I see the planks and bronze nails. I guess they gave those to me. Okay. I am ready to set sail. You can head over to Port Sarum and collect that cargo for me. Which reminds me, you're now officially a captain. Oh, it gave me a logbook. You can use this to keep track of your adventures out at sea, including any work you might end up taking on. So any jobs we get, we keep track of here. It's helpful, and then we don't. We stop and come back. We remember what we were doing. You can embark and disembark on your ship from docking points. To find a docking point, look for the relevant icon on your map. So the little anchor. Alright, the captain of my own ship. Port Sarum. Should be north. Yes. North. Onward. Head off to Port Sarum. This whole update's pretty cool. There's all these oceans, you know, they're now all explorable. It just made the map so much bigger, basically. We just sail around. And I think it's much cooler just to, in a way, like, sail your own ship from place to place. Instead of taking, like, the fast travel charter ships. Even if this does take more time, you know, it's kind of just, it's more immersive. Gets you in the vibes. This isn't where we want to dock. Where am I? Oh, shoot. I made a wrong turn. Turn it around. Dolphins? What happens if I just pull up on a dolphin? What happens if I just pull up here? Stop navigating. What if I just... There we go. Oh no. My boat. My boat. My boat. My boat. I messed up. I'm sorry, dolphin. I'm sorry. I should have never done that. Don't destroy my raft. It didn't even occur to me that my raft could get destroyed. What do we do in the case that the raft does get destroyed? There we go. Back to the pandemonium we go. And look at us just sailing the seas. There we go, our first sailing XP. Look at that, level 2 in sailing. Looks like old Grog is back now that we're done with all that. Hey, don't you be dissing my raft, old Grog. The dolphin might have nearly took it out, but it's a solid vessel. There we go, pandemonium complete. We can now sail. Alright, well I guess we just gotta look at this notice board. Get some work. Yeah, we probably... Huh. There's bounties for, like, the sharks. That's cool. There's some higher level courier stuff. But we're just gonna deliver some stuff back and forth from Port Sarum, I think. Until we get our sailing up. Put that into cargo hold. Navigate the helm. Off we go back to Port Sarum. Alright, we're pulling up on Port Sarum now for our first delivery. See how much XP this gets us. Deposit. Deliver the crate of fish and complete your courier task. Here's your payment. Did I get money? Was there money? Let's see. I have 117,981 coins right now. Oh. Oh. Okay. Well, let's head back to the pandemonium. And we'll see if we did actually get any money for this task. I forgot to record me dropping off the cargo. It does look like we did get some money. Our cash stack did go up a little bit. Not a ton. Yeah, I mean, we went from the 981 here to 4. So we got like 59 coins? That's not right. 69, 59. 59. I was right the first time. I'm bad at math. But yeah, we did get a little bit of coins. Not much, but maybe it'll go up as we continue sailing. But it looks like for a little bit here, I mean, I'm at 6 sailing already. But it's looking like for a little bit, I'm just going to be going back and forth between here and Port Sarim. Yeah, it's just going to be me delivering packages back and forth from here in Port Sarim. So I'll check back in with you when we are a higher level, and then we can buy our new boat. I think 15 sailing is what it was, so I'll check back in then. My boat has disappeared. All right, we just hit level 15 sailing. I think now we can get that new the new ship. Is there a dude here to do that? Do we got? I'm not. Am I silly goose? Oh no! All right, right here. Same. Hook us up. I'd like to buy a new boat. We're moving up to the skiff. 15,000 coins. So at least my winter Todd wasn't for nothing. Brand new boat has been delivered. Alright, remember you can customize it however you want at the shipyard. Alright, I'd like to customize it now. Let's see what we're working with. Ooh, okay. Oh, so does this already have... It already has a cargo hold. Okay, what can we do here? Inoculation station. Disease neutralizing station for countering fetid waters? Okay. Bronze salvaging hook. See, this seems like something we're gonna want. Iron salvaging hook. Okay. We just go up and up and up. How many salvaging hooks? Oh. Trawling. Trawling net woven a rope. Does this let us... Fishing level requirement 64. So this lets us fish. I guess that makes sense. I should have guessed there'd be fishing involved. It'd be a little weird if we were sailing out in the ocean and there wasn't. Alright, so trawling nets. Range. Cook? We can cook while we're away? I don't know how we get charcoal. Keg? You know, great thing to have on the ship. Used for catching and storing wind. Once caught, can be released to speed boost. Allows you to teleport the boat to the dock point you are at. Why do I need that? Chum station, bait the fish, advanced chum station, fathom stone. Stone capable of peering into the depths of the ocean, useful for detecting the rough locations of nearby shoals. Crystal extractor generates wind. Okay. What in the world? Okay, and that's the same there, so 2 middle slots. This is where we can put a cannon. This would be pretty cool. I mean, I do have the means to get some of this like bronze stuff in these planks. Even the iron. I could go get the iron. And I have the construction. We got up to 41 construction at Wintertod while we were there. So I guess it's potentially a good thing I was doing that, I guess, because I got money and I got construction levels, even if I didn't get necessarily all this other stuff like mithril, but with the sailing level for those, I think it's going to be a bit. What goes back here? Anchor. Steel, lead, and rope. And I'm pretty sure lead is a new thing. I know there is new metals being added for sailing. There's like ore that you can mine on the islands or something. A lot of the same. Okay. At the very least, I kind of want the salvaging hook. Though it does say it has a crew requirement. And currently I have no idea. So, question is there a bank here? It would appear not. I think I'm gonna go get the materials for the iron salvaging hook. And is there anything else I wanted? Oh, yeah. I'm gonna get the materials for the iron salvaging hook and the cannon. Iron cannon. I think we're doing iron cannon, iron salvaging hook. So I'm gonna go grab those materials and we'll be right back. All right, it's time to set sail in our brand new ship. We'll go see what salvaging's about. Princess Loner. Isn't she a beauty? I guess I'm just gonna try to go find salvage on my own. I don't know if there's a better way to go about locating these. I mean, in the quest, obviously the people had a map to where the shipwreck was. But I'm just gonna see if I can find one here. This right up here, this is a shipwreck. We're gonna see if we can salvage this. Let's see. How's this work? No shipwrecks in range. This is a shipwreck right here. How is this supposed to work? Is the question. Do we still need like a salvaging task? There was no... It didn't look like there were any salvaging tasks. We're gonna go into port here. See if we can figure anything out. So looking at the notice board here, these are all courier tasks or like bounties. There's nothing for salvaging. There is this salvaging table. This is, I assume, yeah, where we sort through the salvage we have. So I guess the question is how we salvage. Maybe we check back in with Steve over here? Oh, there's another quest. Let's see if we can do this one. Some pirate loot is begging to be uncovered in the far land. Okay, I'm down to go get some pirate loot. I'm down for treasure. So there's some treasure at Port Sarum that's been disguised to look like a normal crate. Okay, well I guess we're gonna go do a pickup for Steve here. I don't know if this will lead us to figuring out how salvaging works, but a quest is a quest. Alright, Steve. Dropped off your treasure. Delivered that cargo for you. This is a pirate crate. Only a special key can open it. Alright. Squawking Steve Beanie might be a liar, but I'll trust him for now that the crate's pirate loot. How we get this special key? Something very few can forge. So I need another red berry pie. Are we going back to... Thurgo at Mudskipper Point and see if he can help. And it sounds like we're gonna want a red berry pie. Is this the same? Okay, Mudskipper Point is this. Okay. I'm gonna have to go get another red berry pie and go talk to this dude. Alright then. Guess we're making another red berry pie. Gonna go talk to this dwarf. Alright, we're back over here. This is the guy you don't remember who made us the sword that we bribed with the red berry pie. So we brought another pie. Let's see if he can make us this key for this treasure chest. He's got a point. Crowbar. Crowbar open. Steel bar and a red berry pie. Alright, steel bar. Steel bar, crowbar. Wait, steel bar, hammer, red berry pie. He's gonna make us a crowbar. And the crowbar ends up working. That's great. That's what the special pirate keys are. They're crowbars. We just break things open. Alright, we've returned with the ingredients for this crowbar. Yep, got everything. I feel like a crowbar did not need to be made by this guy specifically. Unless he's the only one with knowledge of what a crowbar is. That's kind of funny, if that's the case. But back to Steve. Alright, Steve, I got our key. So the special key is just a crowbar, Steve. An artifact of this power needs a test before we try it on our precious loot. Alright. Okay, so there's a crate of grog off the coast. We gotta go grab and test our crowbar on. He doesn't want to just jump straight to testing it on our treasure. That looks like our crate of grog right there. Pry open the crate, take a bottle of fish bladder stout. Yeah, that really doesn't look like grog. Alright, Steve. Our special key works on the crate. I got your weird liquid. Oh, so I really am supposed to drink it. I thought because it wasn't grog that I shouldn't drink it. What is Steve getting us into? Fish bladder stout does not sound something like I want to taste it. It could do anything to you, good or bad. Are you sure you want to drink it? I'm not sure, but Steve wants me to. Okay. It's time. It's fisticuff time. There's a drink troll. He's invisible. We're fighting him. I knew bringing my my magic gear would come in handy at some point. There we go. The invisible drink troll has been defeated. You think Steve knew that a drink troll was going to attack us when I drank that? He did tell us specifically to drink it on our boat. I think it's because he didn't want to troll in the bar. Oh, yeah, he just forgot to mention that sometimes a troll just jumps out. Yeah, let's go get this crate open. Is it this crate? A crate full of crowbars? Okay. What? Access to charting forgotten drinks. So I guess there's drinks we can go pick up. Or there's crates we can go find and pry open now. Is there a quest then? Maybe Steve has another quest. Doesn't look like there's a quest for us right now. So how do we salvage? This is still a mystery. So I'm noticing here at our level we can do small shipwrecks. I feel like though if that one I came across was one of the other ones, it would tell me I need a higher level, not that I need to be next to a shipwreck. So maybe that wasn't a shipwreck like I thought it was. We're gonna just go out and look around. See what they're... Okay, well... Okay. Mystery solved? So that other thing wasn't a shipwreck? But here we go. Here's a shipwreck. Lots of people pulled up on it. Let's see. Deploy our salvaging hook. Oh, now things are happening. So we might want to clear out our inventory of some of this stuff then. By the looks of it. But we are getting salvage. I wonder how long... Oh. It sank. That? What is this? What is this chart? Wreck of the Pandemonium 3? Oh. There's also just stuff for us to, like, discover. The other thing we charted makes me think I should just go out exploring. I've only been going to the ports I've had tasks for. Maybe it'd be a decent idea to just go... Because you can see, like, we have, like, charting completions popping up in our chat. I wonder if it's just a good idea that I just go explore, not just stick to going back and forth between the ports for tasks. Alright, well, our inventory is full of salvage, so we're gonna head back to port, sort salvage. Okay, logs, iron bars. So does this get us, like, materials then? Okay, so the only thing I noticed, though, that's, like, kind of an issue. Oh, there's a bank over there. Okay. But it looks like the salvaging the sunken ships, we can get some of the materials we need for upgrades later on. That's pretty cool. That is a big turtle. It's a bank crab. Okay, we can use this bank. Oh, sweet. Oh, we should go... We should check out this cave. This cave was mentioned in the tutorial. There's a guy in here? Spooky. There you go, free rope, though. Oh, and there's lead and stuff in here. Oh, and a new spot for red spider eggs by the look of it. Okay, so I didn't go into a lot of detail with him, but it just looks like there is some stuff. There's like points of interest and little oddities out in the ocean. Like that Pandemonium 3 thing that we marked. Am I high enough mining for this? Yo! Copper, tin, and iron. And coal. Well, this just has all the stuff we need. This is nice. I'm gonna get some lead going here then. Because I know I'm gonna need it for some of the upgrades. And then we'll get back to exploring and salvaging, I think. This is kind of an awesome mining spot, like, overall. There's just a bank right here. So even for, like, copper, tin, and iron and coal that are in that cave, this seems pretty great. Like, this might be my new iron spot, too. This is unexpected. I would not have thought they would put all this ore. Like, I could see just the lead, but, like, the fact that they put the iron and stuff here, too. This is kind of crazy. With just a bank right outside. Like, I mean, again, I don't know about everywhere on the map, but as far as I know, like, at least for me right now, this is the closest iron to a bank for doing iron runs. Same with tin and copper, but I don't really need that as much. I mean, I might with... Ooh. I might with the sailing upgrades, but I do already have some. Put this XP lamp into Herblore. Hey, we're Herblore level 5 now. But yeah, I would have never thought they'd put this close. Especially like red spider eggs. I don't know what the GE price of those was before. The Grand Exchange doesn't really matter for an Ironman, but I also got to imagine like those are going down in price. I feel like the price has to go down of like the iron and stuff too on the Grand Exchange, just with how close the bank is. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. Like, I'm not an expert on the game, but that's just my thoughts as of right now. The only problem mining down here is that there's a lot of competition at the moment, given its release date for the update. But I imagine as time goes on, and not as many people are out here, because right now there's just a ton of players on this island, I imagine this place will cool down. Maybe. Unless I'm right about this, it being crazy. There's a bank so close to this. This might always be congested, if that's the case. Luckily, some people left, so I got more tin or more lead rocks to myself. I was just mining this singular one. Alright, I mined up a little stockpile of lead. Got 107. We'll have to smelt that later when it comes time to actually use it on upgrades. But for now, we're going to go back to sailing. And I think we are going to explore. We're going to see what's up with this spy. What is... Now, what do we have here? A bucket, a plank, 2 nails. Saw, hammer, bucket, plank, 2 nails. Never mind. We're not setting sail yet. I assume this is for the hunter skill, but I just want to see what this is about. Build a trap, yes. Crab trap. Oh, I gotta bait it? What can I bait it with? Oh, I have to be 21 to bait it. Little crab go in it? Come on, little guy. Come on. Oh, what about you? What about you? You trying to get in there? Will it work without the bait? Why did it let me build it if I have to be hunter level 21 to bait it? Come on, little crabs. One of you wants to go in there. Oh. Oh. Well, I don't know if this trap works without baiting it. And there's a cooking pot here. I mean, this island has so much stuff. This is also like the cooking pot right next to the bank there. That's also pretty great. Who's this guy on him? What? Huh. Okay then, Turtle Man. Oh, come on, little crab. You know you want to go in there. Yeah, I'm gonna guess it needs to be baited. I don't know why it let me build it if it needs bait. We're just gonna ignore it for now, I guess. Wait, what just hurt me? Oh, that wasn't hurting me. I thought that was hurting me. Oh, that scared me. Alright, what does the spyglass do? There isn't anything worthy to look around, so it's probably if I get close to things, it'll tell me. Where do I want to go? This is a tough choice. Can we take it up the river? That would kind of be really cool if we could just take it up the river. I'm gonna find out just for my own amusement if we can just take this boat up the river. Also, we can't go in there? Lame. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 shark. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh no. Wait, why am I coughing? Why am I taking that drink? That drink scared me. I wasn't sure how much damage I was going to take from that. I was like, I did not bring a lot of food. And the shark. That's the first time one of the sharks has attacked my ship. Maybe I haven't been paying too much attention to the levels. Am I just in a higher level spot than I should be? And so sharks are being meanie heads? Another drink. I'm a little scared now. Oh, when did we get bronze arrow tips? Where do we get that from? Was there bronze arrow tips in the drink? Wait a minute. Oh, stop. Oh, yeah, me taking damage after that drink was me coughing up bronze arrow tips that are in the drink. I feel like you gotta be pretty foolish to not notice that there's bronze arrow tips in your drink. But we're gonna go again. We're gonna try drinking this one. Okay. This one is fine. This one appears fine. Uh-oh. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Flip it around, flip it around, flip it around, flip it around. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, so we're not going through there. That makes sense. That's Temperos's area. That scared me. Yeah, your sails are not strong enough to withstand lightning in these stormy seas. Okay, well. Looks like we're taking the long way back around, because I'm gonna head back to the Pandemonium. So I can either do some tasks or do some salvaging. So it looks like we're taking a long way back around to get back there. Alright, we're arriving back at the Pandemonium, but nothing too exciting happened on our long journey back. But we're gonna empty out our inventory of this random stuff, and then I'm just gonna spend some time, I think, doing a bunch of salvaging. I'm not sure how good the XP was, I don't really remember. But yeah, I'm gonna go do some salvaging for a while, and I'll check back in at some point. Alright, so I've been sailing around for a few hours now. Just a lot of salvaging mostly, but also some courier tasks. We're at 30 sailing. One thought I have about sailing, at least my initial thoughts, it is really slow to level this skill. And it's also possible I just don't know what I'm doing, but just doing like the salvaging and the courier tasks, as it seems like what I can do at the moment, very slow. It seems like it took forever to get to 30. But now that we're at 30, there's a few things we unlock. Under port tasks here, it looks like we can now do bounty tasks. So it looks like we'll be fighting some sharks. And then the other thing I noticed was Barracuda trials here. I don't really know what Barracuda trials are, but at level 30, we get the temper tantrum. And it says the storm temper is where it's at. And that is this section over here by the Temperos Cove. This is the storm temper. This is the area earlier that I accidentally sailed into. It got struck by lightning and panicked because I thought my boat was going to sink. So in order to do the bounty tasks and to go do this Barracuda trial, hopefully, I have made some modifications to the boat. So firstly, if I come over here, we're now working with an oak hull. So a little speed, hit point boost. We have an iron keel, get some armor, more hit points. And then most importantly, oak mast, which says it gives partial storm resistance. What we were working with before was this wooden mast down here. This has none. So I'm hoping partial lets us into that area. I would imagine, because it's all partial until you get all the way down here to full, but this is at 68 sailing. So in my head, there's no way this is needed for temper tantrum. So we did get that. I don't think we don't have any of those other stuff. But then if I come over to my boat here, we also have our first cannon. It's a bronze cannon. And while it won't matter for what we're doing, we do have an iron salvaging hook. I also upgraded the cargo hold to an oak cargo hold so it can hold more. But with all this, I'm hoping we can then do some of these other tasks. I don't have a ton of cannonballs, but I did make some, oh, I can't open it here. I don't want to do nothing. But I do have some oak repair kits. I crafted a few. And these are to repair the ship, which we are going to need to do to begin with anyway, because it's a little damaged. But I think we're going to start with checking out one of these bounty things, if we have one. Yeah, so like this. This is to a Pandemonium Bull Shark bounty. So I'm curious if the Bull Shark has to be killed around Pandemonium. I mean, I'm pretty sure there are some around this island. Or if it's just killed anywhere, we'll probably just stick to whatever's closest. But we are going to try out one of these. It looks like we have to kill... Oh yeah, okay, so there's some bull sharks causing problems for ships traveling north of the island. Need to head there and thin their numbers. Make sure to bring back proof. And it looks like we got to kill... we need 3 bull shark jaws. So the question is our 64 bronze cannons going to be enough? I could make more. I could smith some, but that would involve a little bit of a journey to go to an anvil. So we're just going to give it a shot without doing that. Okay, so here's some bull sharks. Do I need to pull up on the side with the cannon? Okay, if I operate the cannon, I attack you. How does this work? Oh. Okay, okay, we're fighting. We're fighting. Oh, he does a lot of... Oh, wait, no, my ship. I forgot to repair it before it went out. It's fine. No, we are just hitting zeros. I don't really like to see that. Can we hit not zero? Can my guy actually learn how to shoot a cannon? Am I unlucky or doing something wrong? Or what is happening? Maybe I should test this on dolphins or something first. Oh, you know what I'm wondering? Yeah, I just saw it pop up. This uses ranged. And I'm level 1 ranged trying to kill a 63 shark. Okay, maybe we do go try it. Maybe, what level were dolphins? Because this guy's not working out here. I remember there being dolphins over here somewhere. But yeah, our range level might be a problem. Did the whole prepare for sailing thing say ranged? I don't recall. Alright, here we are. A dolphin. Maybe a much more appropriate foe. Come on. Yeah, I don't know what range level I should be for this cannon, but level 1 definitely isn't it. Maybe we can get one hit on. There's also the potential, because I think I can attack them with my magic gear from the boat. I did that with the dolphin before. Maybe I say no to the cannon and I go get up my magic gear. Yeah, because this ain't working. I'm definitely gonna have to level ranged apparently if I want to get into some naval combat. But I am gonna grab my runes here and see if I could just go kill the shark with magic. People might look at me a little odd doing that. Attack! There we go. We're doing some damage. We're not doing a lot of damage though. I have a sneaking suspicion that sharks have high magic defense to stop you from doing this. Yeah, because we're just tickling him. If it weren't for the repair kits, having to make those, these take like 2 oak planks, 5 nails, and 5 swamp paste. If it weren't for needing the repair kits for the ship's health, this would make for all... Well, I guess no, it doesn't make for all right magic training. I was gonna say make for all right... Oh, a 4. I was gonna say make for all right magic training, but our XP is dependent on how much we hit, right? Okay, well, we're just tickling him. and this is gonna eat away our repair kits. So we're abandoning the bounty idea. We'll have to come back and try that stuff out when our range level is higher. But we can go see about this. Oh, I didn't even notice that on the map. It looks like we want to go right here to this Barracuda trial thing. Okay, I'm gonna guess that this boat is what we're looking for here. Let's talk to this guy and see what he has to say. Okay, so the objective of the trial is to collect rum shipments and bring them here. To do so, work your way around Temperos Cove towards our boat to the south. While you're out there, keep an eye for any lost supplies. You'll need to collect them to complete the trial. Sailing over rapids will give you a burst of speed. Try to go over as many as you can. The more rapids you go through in quick succession, the faster you'll go. The storm clouds are nasty. They'll slow your boat down if they hit you. Keep a close eye on them. If they are growing in size, that means they are about to strike. Alright. However, don't let your guard down once they do, as they always strike twice. As soon as you make your way around, don't forget your objective. You need to pick up lost supplies en route to our southern boat. Yeah, where is the southern? Okay. Once you reach the boat, collect the shipment of rum from it, and then make your way back here. Make sure you come back the opposite side, otherwise you'll end up missing a lot of lost supplies. You can deliver all the rum shipments and collect all the lost supplies in a given time. You'll be rewarded. Each trial has 3 ranks: swordfish, shark, marlin. Each rank is harder than the last. For this trial, you'll be asked to fetch additional rum shipments and collect even more lost supplies as the rank increases. Oh no. You can't attempt the next rank until you beat the one before it. You can also try unranked if you'd like to warm up beforehand. Okay, any tips? Sure do. You're gonna need a boat with at least an oak mast in order to withstand the storm. Your boat's as good of a goner without that. Second, your boat will also need to have at least an oak helm to withstand the rapids, providing you can withstand them, provide your boat's speed. Third, avoid them lightning clouds. It looks like we have everything we need. Keep sails trimmed to gain even more speed. Okay. Watch out for rocks. Hitting them will kill all the boat's momentum. Yeah. Do I do practice mode or do I just go for it? Oh, I don't have an oak helm. I have a hull and a mast. All right, one moment. I gotta go get that put on. All right, I'm back with the upgraded helm. We can give this a shot. All right. Where am I going? Where am I going? Give me a boost. Give me a boost. Do I just have to run into this? Okay. Okay, we're turning. We're turning. Boost me. Boost me. Okay. Alright. Thread the needle through the rocks here. Get this boost. Grab this box. Grab that box. Let me hit this boost. Grab this box. Let me hit this boost. Collect that. Okay. Let's turn around this guy. Let's hit this boost. Good, good, good. Let's quick do a oh god. Come on, let's get this back under control here. Let's get this back under. Okay. Okay. Get that. Come on, boost. Are we looking for time? Oh, come on, come on. What, did that not give me a boost? Where am I? Oh, he's right there. Okay, we didn't get it in time. But I think we can definitely get it in time this next try here. We're gonna go again. You can't like skim these, or maybe you can. There seems to be maybe some lag or something happening here. It's like stuttering a little bit. Turn, turn. Get this boost as we're coming around. Turn. We're missing that one, but that's okay. Let's hit this boost. Yep, yep. Thread through the rocks here. Let's grab this crate. Turn, turn, turn. No, 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 no. No, no. Hit this one, grab this crate. Deliver to him. Okay. There we go, we did it. Alright, what is this? You inspect the key, a tingling sensation shoots up your arm, you feel charged. I did pretty bad, like... I definitely need to speed it up for this, but I am curious, like, what's this key? We're gonna head back to the Pandemonium for a minute. See if we can find any info on this key. Alright, anything. You don't see a box. Steve, you got anything to tell me? Doesn't look like Steve has anything to tell me. I haven't gone down here. What's down here? Doesn't seem to be anything down here. This isn't really a wait, what's this? What's this? That's a chest. Okay, well. It didn't look like a stormy chest, but... Wasn't there a chest, though, down here when we were mining? You're a chest. Are you a stormy chest? You are a stormy chest. Wait, what did I get? Coins, sapphires, storm cruisers. Wait, well, hold on a minute here. Oh, damn, look at us. Now we look like a proper captain. That's cool. Wonder if that's a one-time thing or if there's ways you get more keys. That money is also really nice. I ain't exactly rolling in dough. Here, I gotta take off. Gotta take off the other stuff. That's a nice outfit. I'm a fan of outfits. This is quite nice. Okay, so I'd like to give some thought, my thoughts, I guess, on sailing so far. We're 31 sailing, completing that temper tantrum bumped us up another level. My thoughts is it's very slow. The skill takes forever to level, and that could be me. I could be doing something wrong. Maybe I'm not doing everything correct. The other thing, I guess my thoughts are, I don't know if I understand it as a skill. I think it is cool being able to sail the seas and see things from new points, and there are like new islands um that we haven't checked out, and I see that one has a quest. So there is like I appreciate it unlocked much more of the map, and I haven't really had a chance to explore all these islands. But while the exploration, I think, aspect of it is really cool, the actual training of the skill, very slow and not, I don't know. There's a lot of skills I would say that are very repetitive, but I just the delivery tasks and the salvaging. I guess now there's the temper tantrum we could use to farm, but I don't know. The actual training part of it, just in my opinion, it ain't it. There's just something I don't like about it, and it could be not liking change. I don't know. But right now, I think with my sailing journey, I've hit a little bit of a snag given I have level 1 ranged. I also don't have the resources and money for just infinite repair kits right now, and I'm a little worried as to what happens if I sink the boat, because if that kills me and takes our hardcore status, that'd be devastating. So I'm thinking for now, I'm gonna take a pause on the sailing, at least the leveling it up. Maybe I use it to sail around the map. I'm not sure. I'm gonna take a pause on the leveling up sailing, because this account is still very new, and there are many more things that we need to do to progress it. Leveling up our ranged level only happens to be one of them. And if this is what we need to operate the cannons, I don't know how much further we're getting in sailing without it. Because what do we have for other port tasks? I mean, as far as port tasks go, the bounties seem to be the last like category, but they go up. I know there's like higher level bounties than just 30. That's where it starts. And I imagine we're also going to want to be in combat or have combat capabilities on our boats to be able to. That's that sounds scary. I didn't know that was there, but I feel like we're going to want combat capabilities just to try to be safe before we actually go out and explore all these oceans. So I'm gonna pause sailing for now. I'm gonna go do some other things, not necessarily just go level ranged. I just want to continue progressing the account as a whole to better set us up. Because we are eventually going to need more construction if we want to keep sailing. We are going to need the ranged. We're going to need better smithing, because some of the like parts you need to upgrade require smithing. We haven't ran into it, but I'm sure we'll need higher mining. There's just, I feel like I have done what I can adequately do now with the skills I have on this account. So we're stepping away. All that to be said, I rambled a little bit there. We're stepping away from sailing. We're probably going back to some questing right now. So we'll see. You'll see in 1 second when this cuts to whatever I'm doing. Never mind. I just want to say to add this outfit, best part of sailing so far. This outfit's great. Now you'll see whatever we're doing. All right, we're here at Camelot Castle to talk to King Arthur. We're gonna do Merlin's Crystal, because that's what we need to do first to be able to do the Holy Grail quest. And the Holy Grail quest will get us a bunch of defense XP so we can start wearing some better armor for other activities. So if we want to be a Knight of the Round Table, we gotta prove ourselves worthy. He asks us to rescue Merlin. Merlin is trapped in a crystal, hence the name Merlin's Crystal. So we gotta ask around how Merlin got trapped, try to figure out how do we free him. Sir Lancelot. We're just, I'm skipping through it. I've been through this before, but we're just learning how he got trapped, who's responsible, where do we find them, yada yada. So this part is always a bit funny. We gotta get to this person's fortress. We gotta sneak in. So we're gonna hide in this crate that's gonna be shipped to the fortress, right? So wait. We can hear the people. We're being put on the ship. Come to a stop. And we're at the fortress. The funny part of that is that's the building the crate was behind. Okay, that means like the ship docked here, left, and dropped us off here. We like this is the sneaking onto the crate to get on the ship is totally unnecessary. That is where we are, or where we were. That building that you see there, we were in the box right behind it, and now we're here. It's completely unnecessary. We gotta beat up this guy and hope he doesn't kill us. I don't think he will. We have plenty of food. We're hitting big numbers. So this is the woman's son that we want to talk to and see. When we beat him up, she tells us to spare the son. We ask how to untrap Merlin, and we'll let him go. So she tells us we need to drop some bat bones while holding a lit black candle on the symbol over by the castle, which will summon a spirit. Need to bind him with some magic words. And then we'll need the sword Excalibur to shatter the crystal. In order to make the candle, we're going to need some wax. All we got to do, since we don't have any insect repellent right now, we should take the stuff from inside this house. We're going to run over to the bees here. Kind of funny that you have like a medieval fantasy game. And I think it's kind of funny, instead of using smoke to deal with the bees, we're just using insect repellent. We use insect repellent on the beehive. All the bees leave the hive. And we can take our bucket of wax. We take this over to the candle maker and ask him to make us a candle. He doesn't like the idea of making black candles. Everyone knows those are used for no magic. So all he wants is a bucket full of wax to make the candle. We hand him a bucket full of wax. He gives us a candle. So now, if you know anything about the whole Excalibur story and King Arthur, we gotta go talk to the Lady of the Lake. All right, here we are. Talk to the Lady of the Lake. We tell her we seek Excalibur. So we have to prove that we are worthy and good. She's going to set a test for us. We have to go to the jewelry store in Port Sarim. All right, here we are, Port Sarim. This is the jewelry shop. When we try to go in, a beggar appears and asks if I have a loaf of bread. And yes, certainly I do have some bread for you, sir. What'd I do? He took my bread. He took my bread, and now he wants more bread? I must have clicked off before the dialogue was done. Alright, we gotta run over to the bank here and get more bread. All right, I got more bread for this greedy beggar. One loaf wasn't enough for him. Yes, here. I have bread for you. Give the bread to him. Thank you very much. And what a surprise. The beggar is the Lady of the Lake. Now I've passed her test. She gives us Excalibur. So now we need to head over to the Zamorak Temple in Varrock here so we can learn the spell that we need to chant. We got the bones. Remember, there's the symbol. We drop the bones on them with the lit candle. We say the spell. And then we gotta tell the evil spirit that they've been a bad boy. Or girl. I think it's a girl. Who am I to assume? And then we go smack the crystal with Excalibur. So we're almost done with the quest here. We check the altar here. Snarthon Kentrick Terminato. Okay, you know, I might not be the best wizard in the world. I don't know how to pronounce all that. But back over to Camelot Castle. All right, we made it back to Camelot Castle. Out of run energy. Time to crawl back over here. Yeah. All right, so we stand on the symbol. We light our candle. We drop our bones. Gotta make sure not to bury them on accident. Then a spirit. We say the magic words. Spirit gets angry. We ask them to release Merlin from the crystal. Now we gotta go smack the crystal with Excalibur and free Merlin. Smash! There we go. Merlin's crystal completed. 6 quest points. A lot of quest points. But we're not done yet. Now we gotta talk to King Arthur. We'll want to be a knight of the round table. We're gonna help him search for the Holy Grail. Okay, what we gotta do is go to Port Sarim, go talk to some monks. But we gotta deposit all our combat gear in a bank. But there is a bank deposit box at Port Sarim to do that. So we don't gotta run to a different bank. We just gotta run over to Port Sarim. These monks are not fond of blah 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 blah. Oh. Armor too? What am I gonna do with my armor? I don't know, we'll just deposit everything. Okay, here. They're pacifists. They don't want any no items. There we go. Sail over to Intrana? Did I say that? Intrana? Intrana sounds better. Cross here. Oh, the monk's got a nice place going on over here, you know? Yo, High Priest. What up? Need that info. The Fisher King has it. We gotta blow some whistles. Something. I don't know. We're talking to a new dude. It took us a bit of walking, but we're over here now. Here we can run. We can do some running. Get on in here. Oh, I'm dropping things. We ask him how we're going to get to your Fisher King. Why am I talking like that? Anyway, he gives us a little table napkin that's from the Kingfisher's realm. Now we gotta go to Draenor Manor. This quest is definitely much better if you have teleports, but I don't. Otherwise, you're just going back and forth across the map repeatedly. What was I doing? Yes, there we go. All right, to Draenor Manor. All right, we're here at the Spooky Manor. Hey, tree, chill. All right, upstairs. Up here. Yo, was that chair just trying to attack me? We need 2 magic whistles. There we go. Now we gotta go to Karamja. To Karamja we go. Alright, we gotta run over to this tower here and hope nothing poisons us along the way. I don't have anti-poison, and I'm not trying to deal with it. I'm looking at you, Scorpion. Better not touch me. Okay, that's disrespectful. It's not like I ran right at him or anything. And we're poisoned. That's fun. Alright. Blow the whistle. And now we're in the Fisher's Realm. How long does poison typically last? 4 minutes. 4 minutes of poison? Oh. Alright, this guy we need to kill. He's blocking our way. He has to be killed with Excalibur, but only the last hit has to be Excalibur. And there's a little bit of a trick for him, because he's 120. But if we just hit, back off, hit, back off, he'll never hit us. Now, if we were to just stand here, he would hit us. Well, this is going to take a minute.
A few moments later.
Alright. We slayed him. Gotta talk to the fisherman over here. Ask what he knows about the castle. You know how I get into the castle, mister? That's easy. Just ring one of the bells outside. I don't see any bells. You must be blind. There's always a bell there when I go to the castle. Okay. Take the bell, ring the bell. And they invite us on inside. I don't know why we had to ring a bell when there's just a big hole in the wall. Up the stairs. Let's talk to the Fisher King. He's waiting for his son to return to the castle. Asks us if we can find his son, Percival. Am I saying that right? It's a Knight of the Round Table. So we gotta go to Camelot, go tell the boy his father wants him. Yo, Arthur, where's Percy? I need him. Here we go. Oh, here we go. This Percy guy's hiding out in this sack. Prod. Oh, open. Hey, there he is. Guess he got taken by some goblins. How did he end up in this site? Let's ask him. After a long, challenging quest to retrieve some boots, defeated many powerful enemies, and he fell into a goblin trap. And he's been kept as a slave for 3 months. And no other Knights of the Round Table, no one else has come searching for you in these 3 months. That's kind of crazy. Anyway, let him know his father wants him home. We give him a magic whistle. Now we ourselves have to head back to the Fisher Realm. Well, the place is looking much better now. It was very dreary. You know, I've noticed recording these videos, I don't talk too good sometimes. There's a lot of words that my mouth just doesn't cooperate. Oh, they got the castle fixed up. There's an actual door here, man. They got this place looking nice now. Now we just gotta walk on up here, take the Holy Grail, and bring it back to King Arthur, and that'll be the quest complete. Here, Arthur, here's your Holy Grail. There we go, Holy Grail complete. That gives us 11,000 prayer XP and 15,000 defense XP. We're at 29 prayer now and 31 defense. That gave us a big bump. Makes it worth the hour it took me to do that. Time to figure out what's next on the agenda. I don't really have a plan. I don't know if anyone's realized this. I got I got really no plan or like list of things. I'm just coming up with it on the fly. These are mostly quests I know, and they all give good XP. Like we're just knocking out the ones that give us the most XP. I do need to figure out how I level up prayer effectively as a hardcore, because the only way I've done it in the past was at the Chaos Altar in the wilderness, but we're for sure getting murdered by somebody if we go out here. So probably not the best bet. And I do know there's something over here. Maybe it's over here? I don't know. There's an ectofunctus thing somewhere. Maybe, nope. Yeah, I got no idea where it is, but the ectofunctus, I've never done it. It's a little more tedious from what I know than Chaos Altar, but it's safe from death. So maybe next, I don't know, maybe next we do Priest in Peril, so we get Mauritania unlocked. That gives us Canifis for agility training to get our Graceful when we want, and we can do whatever the quest is needed for Ecto to unlock the Ectofunctus. We'll see. Again, you'll find out in a second here when it cuts to whatever I'm doing next. After some pondering in Motherlode Mines for a little bit, I decided we are gonna do Priest in Peril and get Mauritania unlocked. I don't think there's much I'm gonna be doing in Mauritania right now, like this very moment, but I just want to get it unlocked for the future. That way, whenever I want to do my agility grind, I at least have Canifis. The Ectofunctus with Ghost Ahoy, I will do at some point. That's probably what I'll do for prayer, but I don't have bones right now, so I'm not going to do it at the moment. So the king asks us to check on this priest. So we gotta run over here to this temple, go check on the priest. There's a dog we gotta fight who's immune to magic. So I got my best melee gear on. Which is my hardcore Ironman armor, a bronze square shield, and like some pieces of my Clue Hunter. It's just like thrown together. But it should work. We shouldn't have problems with the dog. We got lots of food. I don't even think I needed the armor, really. It probably doesn't help me all that much, but better safe than sorry. I don't remember how strong the dog is. Go knock on the door here. Someone was asking what we want. We're here to check on Drezel. And you hear them talking, asking who Drezel is. And we see, oh, my name is Drezel. So a guy who's definitely not Drezel is impersonating him. Asks us if we could do him a favor and go take care of this dog. So we're gonna go over here, kill this dog. Oh, he's only level 30. Oh, we got this. We got this for sure. And I guess, you know, they called him a dog. I don't think that's a dog. I'm gonna be honest. If that's a dog, I've never seen one that looks like that. It's got like, it almost looks like it has like hooves, even though it's got like claws. It's got a horn. It kind of almost has like a puggy face. But alright. Now we gotta go tell the king that Drezel's okay. We helped him kill the mean dog. And surely the king will be happy. We ended up using 0 food for that fight. We're gonna go ahead and switch back to our other getup. I do have news about Drezel for you, king. It's okay, he's doing great. I killed the dog that was bothering him. Oh, was I not supposed to kill the dog? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Well, the king called us a dummy, told us that wasn't Drizzle we were talking to. We were fooled. And yeah, that dog is a guardian. I know I'm gonna need rune essence. Do I carry some now? Gotta kill some of these dudes for a key. I think there's a way you can safe spot them with the chairs here. But I think we're fine. If we could hit. Maybe we're not fine. How do we do this? If I go here. Ooh. Okay, well, am I messed up? I'm not good at moving enemies around. We'll get him dead. Oh, we actually are getting hurt. Oh, how about we leave? How about we chill out? Well, what to do? I have a plan. It's the perfect plan. I drop all this here. I don't know how long that'll take to despawn. Teleport back. All right, we got some food. We're heading back. So here, what we'll do. Go in here. Bet no one's ever done it like this. Emergency food on the ground there. Oh, is there not just a take all? Anyway, we'll take all this from up, pick up all this from the ground. Wait, maybe I just wait? He's gonna walk behind the chair? He didn't walk behind the chair. I messed up. Here, we'll grab some of this emergency lobster. Wait, is this working? Hopefully this is the guy with the gold key. If I don't have to kill the other one, we'll be fine. He does have the gold key. Alright, upstairs. Up the ladder. Open up this cell, I think. Oh, no, we don't open up the cell. Alright, how do we fix it? Alright, we gotta figure out which one of these has a key. Not you. Not you. Yes. So we use the gold key on this, gets swapped out with another one. Use the bucket on here to get some special magic water. Back to the temple. Alright, we freed Drizzle. We're gonna meet him down in the catacombs. I guess I kind of clicked through it. We also dumped the blessed water on like that coffin as a vampire or something. Stop him from waking up. What's up, Drizzle? So to fix the barrier, he's gonna need a bunch of rune essence, basically. So we'll give him some, and then we gotta go back. We gotta get 26 more. Here you go, Drizzle. Here's the rest of the essence. And boom, Priest in Peril complete. Gives us a little bit of prayer XP. Does that bump us up? We're at 30. Not the biggest bump in prayer. Oh, he's just letting us pass through the barrier. That barrier. And telling us to be safe. The reason he's telling us to be safe. I don't like that I don't have food on me. This place scares me. But Mauritania is spooky. It's filled with spooky monsters. Got vampires. More vampires. Basically, all I know is it's got vampires and other stuff. Which is surprising, right? If they're so worried that they all invade the kingdom over there, like, there's just a town here in the middle of How the town people survive. Well, when we get the agility level, we'll be spending a lot of time at this course. Right now, we're only 37 agility. We need to be 40, but this is a pretty short rooftop course, and it gives a lot of marks of grace. And marks of grace are what we need to buy the graceful outfit, which will just give us better stamina recovery for running around more. But even though we just unlocked Mauritania, we are leaving Mauritania. We are gonna, well, 180 can go do something else completely. So I have some thoughts about kind of my game plan as to what I want. There's a few goals I want right now. One, I want my agility up, and that's probably what we're gonna do first. I need better stamina regen for running around. I want my graceful outfit. I'm tired of walking everywhere. Need to do less walking. So that's the first thing. First thing we're doing was we're jumping rooftops. I'm going for the graceful. Secondly, I do want to get my prayer up. I do want to get Ghost Ahoy done, get the Ectofunctus to get my prayer up. I want to get to 43 prayer at least, so I can unlock all the protection prayers, protect from magic, ranged, melee. Because there's some quests I want to do that require them, and in general, it'll just make me feel much safer in the world. It won't feel as risky. I mean, I almost died to the Zamorak dudes in that temple, and that's kind of embarrassing. So it'll help me out a lot. Third, I want to get my magic up. That way I have access to things like high alchemy to let me turn some of my items into gold. We have a bunch of those like rune armor pieces we got from Temperos that are just sitting in the bank. That would be a nice little cash stack. And then also with higher magic, I can start enchanting a bunch of the jewelry I have to maybe get some useful teleports or just some other miscellaneous jewelry, whether it be like magic amulet, strength amulet, whatever it might be. That's kind of like my initial thoughts is I want my agility, I want my prayer, I want my magic. And how that's probably gonna work, I'm gonna get my agility up first, but then whatever I pick to farm bones, which right now I'm kind of thinking blue dragons in the is it the Taverley dungeon? Yeah, Taverley. In the Taverley dungeon, the blue dragons. I'm thinking I farm those, and that kind of gets my helps me get my magic up, and then also collect dragon bones to get prayer up. And I'm trying to debate if I'm a crazy person. The blue dragons actually depends on if I'm a crazy person. If I'm a crazy person who wants to right now just grind to 70 agility, then we might go there, because then we can just shortcut through the tunnel straight to them, and that makes the back and forth much easier. If I'm not a crazy person, I might just do like the whatchamacallit. I might just farm big bones. My brain is not working for the name of the things that drop big bones, but most of you will know what I'm talking about. So I might just go with them. But yeah, I mean that's kind of the game plan right now. I'll probably just check back in when I have a graceful set or when I'm buying it. And then we'll see. We'll see. It really, like I said, it depends. I'm rambling. I need to not ramble. We're gonna get agility right now. That's what we're doing. All right, that's the game plan. Get agility. We'll figure out the rest afterward. It's kind of strange with sailing going on right now. Everywhere I go just seems void of people. Like everyone's just off sailing. There's been a lot of places I go, like here, Canifus rooftop courses. Usually there's at least someone else on these rooftops training agility. There's nobody. This place is empty. Everywhere I go, it seems like there's just no one around. It's both weird and also kind of nice. I mean, on the Canifus rooftops, it doesn't really matter, but for other places that might be a little more contested, it's probably the perfect time to do some grinds since everyone's off sailing. All right, so here I am at level 50 agility. Now I have a bit of a dilemma. I got 100 marks of grace so far, so I could keep running this agility course that has the highest marks of grace an hour, at least up until agility level 60. Then the rates of marks of grace will go down. That'll get me my graceful outfit the fastest, is to keep running this course. But I'm wondering if I want to be a crazy person and I want to just steamroll ahead straight all the way to 70 agility, which unlocks a lot of shortcuts I want and is the highest agility requirement for any of the quests. Basically, I can just steamroll ahead to 70 and potentially just not touch it again. At least not for a long time. But less marks of grace. Because what I could do is I could move on now to a different rooftop course. I think Falador is the rooftop course now at this little, yeah, Falador. And this would be a much higher XP an hour towards the goal of 70, but it'd be less marks of grace. And what I'm wondering is through the amount of laps I'm going to have to do in Falador and Sears Village rooftop course to hit 70, if I'll just get the marks of grace along the way anyway, because I'm going to have to do so many laps of those two courses. That's the decision I'm trying to make here. With that being said, the sad news is, it is the end of week 2. We're closing in. It's the end of Friday evening. So the next week's episode will have to start with me having the graceful outfit. I'll probably continue to do some agility over the weekend when I have time. This is the levels we're ending at. We got 760 total level. We're looking pretty good. All of our skills are getting up there. Some, farming, rune crafting, range, whatever, they're lagging behind. But we're getting up there. Next week, my hope is to get the prayer and magic level, magic to high alch prayer to get the defense prayers. And then there's a bunch of quests I want to do involving those prayer levels. Not necessarily Dragon Slayer, but I potentially want to do Dragon Slayer. Also, there's things like Monkey Madness I want to get done. What's the other one I'm trying to think? There's the one after, like, Death's Plateau that I can't remember right off the bat here. Either way, I also want to get going on Firminic Isles. So many things. So many bigger quests. That'll give us some really good unlocks. Monkey Madness, Dragon Seminar, Firminic Isles gives us that works us towards that helmet. I mean, I think Firminic Isles does give us a version. It's not the helmet. I don't know the name of the other helmet. Dragon Slayer gets us rune plate body. Maybe once I get some rune stuff, maybe I try doing some Scurious fights if I get my prayer. That would just be a fun way to train some combat kill time. Either way, we'll see. But I'm going to keep working on agility this weekend. And I'll be back next week. That's it. Bye-bye.